Now we will understand the method of silage making. Even though it is a good technology released decades ago, we find silage making mostly in stall-fed goat and sheep farms only. Silage making is a systematic and scientific method of preservation of nutritious green fodder with sufficient sugar content. Regular yellow maize is grown for this purpose on commercial farms. Otherwise, any fodder species with high sugar content like fodder sorghum varieties, SSV 73, PVK01, etc. are also good for silage. Even the green fodders like CO1, AP01, Guinea, etc. may be utilized for this purpose. But we need to add 2 kilograms of jaggery per ton of fodder since they have less sugar content. Growth of useful microorganisms and fermentation of the fodder needs comfortable sugar content. However, the silage from these green fodders will be slightly inferior in quality due to absence of grains. Big farmers producing silage grow yellow maize of regular variety for this purpose. The crop is harvested with cobs at 85 days when the milk grain stage is just over. Few farmers construct stone chambers above the ground like this for silage making. For small-scale production, even the plastic barrels are in use. This farmer has dug pits for this purpose. Another farmer used granite slab for the walls of the silo pit. This helps to prevent rats and mice entering the pit. However, mud pit is not a problem. Anyway, we need to spread thick plastic sheet for the entire pit, even if it has granite slab walls. Plastic is necessary to prevent rainwater and air entering the silo pit. It is also important to avoid evaporation of moisture from the silage. Technically speaking, silage making is a process of anaerobic fermentation of green fodder. So the silage gets spoiled if the air enters the silo pit. Whichever may be the fodder variety, harvest the crop with the grains. Chop the fodder in the cutter machine to 1/4 inch length. It is made to fall in the pit directly. Adding leguminous fodder to this will enrich the nutritional value of the silage. Put 150 liters of water in a barrel and dissolve 20 kilograms of jaggery. Take 50 liters of water in another tub. Add 250 grams of silage microorganism culture to it. This culture is available with few private laboratories. 1 kilogram of this culture costs about 15,000 rupees and is enough for 100 tons of silage. This is most important for better fermentation and easy digestion of the silage. Now pour the culture solution into the barrel containing jaggery water and mix it thoroughly. Spray the solution at the rate of 10 liters per ton of chopped fodder. Here the culture solution is placed in the tub put on this platform. A drip pipe attached to the bottom of the tub reaches the solution to the chopped fodder. A small tap controls the flow of the solution. 1 kilogram of common salt per ton of fodder is also added. Complete the filling of the silo pit on the same day. Do not continue the work for the next day. Compact the chopped fodder falling into the pit at each layer by trampling by clean bare feet. This is necessary to take out air in between. Cover the whole mass in the pit by a plastic sheet after the completion of filling of the fodder. Place stones or sandbags as weight on the silo pit. A pit having 20 tons of fodder needs 5 tons of weight on the top. Provide roofing to the silo pit to prevent rainwater entering inside. Avoid rats and mice burrowing the pit. Otherwise, it leads to aeration and development of insect larvae inside, spoiling the silage. The fodder turns into silage in 15 days and gets ready for feeding. Silage keeps good for 2 years. Size of chopping, amount of trampling, the weight put on the pit, etc. decide the quality of the silage produced. Silage is a nutritious, palatable wet fodder for cows, buffaloes, sheep and goat. One cubic foot volume of the silo pit holds 12 to 15 kilograms of silage. This pit is 30 feet long, 6 feet wide and 10 feet deep, or in other words, 1,800 cubic feet in volume. This can accommodate 25 to 30 tons of silage. It is difficult to take out the silage if the depth is more. Do not take out entire plastic cover and wait while getting the silage for feeding. Instead, exhaust 1 or 2 feet width from top to bottom. Opening like this needs perfect repacking. This silage has about 10% grains by weight since it is cut along with cobs. Hence, the animals feeding the silage need less cattle feed. Animals can digest the silage even if they eat more. Silage making brings down daily labor requirement for fodder management. Silage has more available nutrients than the same green fodder. In spite of all these advantages, silage is not yet very popular among dairy farmers of India. National Institute of Animal Nutrition and Physiology, Bangalore, has developed a technology called Complete Feed Block. Here they prepare feed blocks from a mixture of dry fodder and cattle feed mixed in required proportion. Fodder may be straw, any crop residue, or dry leaves of fodder trees. For cattle with an average milk yield, feed block is prepared with 60% dry fodder and 40% concentrated cattle feed. Add molasses 7 to 10% by weight of the total material used to keep the block intact. For using green grass or leaves, dry them under the shade before mixing. Otherwise, the block may be spoiled by fungal infection. The mixture is filled in the box of this hydraulic machine and subjected to 3000 to 4000 psi pressure. This complete feed block remains unspoiled for 1 year if stored in a dry place. The animals like this feed block due to its palatability. 4 to 5 feed blocks may be fed to a big animal per day. This machine runs with 7 HP 3-phase electric motor. It costs about 5 lakh rupees. However, this being a manually operated machine can produce hardly 25 to 35 blocks per hour. This machine may be established in dairy societies for community usage. Feeding this block increases food intake of the animal, and hence the body growth and milk yield goes up. Complete feed block reduces the space needed for fodder storage. It makes transportation less bulky and easy.